is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's live stream. Today's is a little earlier on the early side, so hopefully we get some people here that typically can't join the later ones. I tried to do some earlier ones. We're gonna talk some Scream 7 as always, Scream theories from the whole franchise, and Dexter Resurrection as well, because tonight technically is the premiere, the 2-episode premiere. So that is super exciting. I cannot wait. So we got to talk some Dexter. Hopefully we get some Dexter fans in here as well. I did just drop a brand new Dexter theory. I see that Russell is here. Hey, Russell. So I did a video today about your theory that Charlie might be secretly working for the FBI, and I gave you a little shout out. So thank you again for the inspiration for the video. I appreciate it. And yes, please, everyone who is here, give the stream a like. I would appreciate that. Definitely helps out the channel. You also said, wish they'd keep his identity a secret, the Bay Harbor Butcher. I don't know. It seems like Angel knows. I think Angel is onto him. When the trailer first dropped, I thought Angel didn't necessarily believe it, and he was kind of saying like Chief Bishop is kind of crazy for thinking you're the Butcher. But from those extended clips that I saw at the Dexter panel, plus we did just get a new clip today. I shared it on my Instagram story if you haven't seen it. Angel seems really, really suspicious. Like he's playing Dexter. Like he knows he's the Butcher. So I think he's on to him. But yeah, if anyone has any Dexter theories or Scream theories you want to throw out there, start dropping them in the chat. We do have a really big super chat goal that is going on live in the chat right now. So this time it's for 20 super chats, but the reward is a big one. So if we can get $25 or more super chats in the next hour, we will go for an extra 30 minutes today and do a bonus stream next week as well. So if that is something you guys are interested in, we have that super chat goal that is going. But let's get into some theories. King Matthew is here. Welcome to the stream. You said, my theory for Scream 7 is that Stu will deal with memory loss, and seeing Gail on the news causes him to become Ghostface again, which leads to him killing Gail, maybe. I would like to think that he doesn't have memory loss, because I think that he's been Ghostface this whole time, kind of, at least for Screams 5 and 6. Yeah, because if he has memory loss and seeing Gail on the news like triggers him to become Ghostface, that means that all of the clues that we've been seeing in the past 2 movies didn't really like exist. You know what I mean? So I think his memory has been there this whole time, and he has actively been Ghostface for the past 2 movies at least, maybe more. You guys know, some talk about the theory that like maybe Stu's been in the shadows this whole freaking time for every sequel, which I think would be crazy in a good way. Like, I think if they do it right, it could really work well. Russell is throwing out our first super chat. Thank you so much, Russell. Seriously, you're always so generous. You said, what if Gail Weathers has been Ghostface the whole time she was a reporter in Scream Original? She wrote the Ghostface Murders novel, just a theory. Yeah, my thing is, I feel like if she was Ghostface, it would have been revealed to us by now. I do feel like it's a little bit too late for that. I don't know. I feel like that would be a big betrayal to us, the audience, and Sydney as well. At the same time, you do want a big betrayal, but I just feel like that's taking it a little bit too far. I feel like if she was Ghostface in the original, it should have been revealed in either the second movie or the third movie. I feel like it's a little too late. But what does everyone else think? Drop a comment in the chat. Like, would it be believable if Gale was Ghostface since the beginning? Thank you, Russell, for your super chat. King Matthew is throwing out another theory for Scream 7. It ends with Stu putting Sydney in the hospital with amnesia after her and Gale kill the main Ghostface of the film, leading to Scream 8 with Stu versus Sydney. That could definitely be a possibility. And that would kind of be carrying out the original plan for Scream 5. Like, at the end of Scream 4, Jill was supposed to get away with things, and in Scream 5, if they had continued back then, Sydney would have been in the hospital with amnesia, and she would have forgot that Jill was Ghostface. So I guess maybe they could do that. I definitely foresee Sydney getting injured, like, to some extent. Like, if her and Stu have a showdown in Scream 7, like, she's gonna have to sustain some injuries. But I don't know. So are you saying, like, Stu wouldn't be revealed in 7? It would be like a different Ghostface, and then Stu versus Sydney in Scream 8. That's definitely also a possibility. I hope not. Like, I'd rather Stu get revealed in Scream 7. But I'll take it. Like, if they're setting it up in 7 for 8, I'll take it. Johnny is throwing out our second super chat. Thank you so much, Johnny. Sorry for missing a couple of streams lately. Been very busy at work. Going to see I Know What You Did Last Summer next week. Hope it's good. Are you a big Knicks fan? That's all right, Johnny. I'm glad you could join this one. I hope it's good as well. I'm definitely planning to see it in the theaters. I do need to rewatch the first two before I go see it. Am I a big Knicks fan? Not really. If I'm being honest, I'm not really into sports that much, but you know, those games, the playoffs or whatever that they were just in. I'm from New York City, so I just enjoyed going out and, like, watching the games with people at bars. But yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm not big into sports. Thank you so much, Johnny, for your super chat. And that is our second one towards the goal. In case anyone here is just joining, we do have a super chat goal that is going on. If we can do 20 super chats within the next 50 minutes, we'll do an extra 30 minutes on this stream and a bonus stream next week. So thank you guys for contributing to that. Hey, Alex. Glad you can make this stream. 232 days till Scream 7. Thank you for the countdown. So exciting. King Matthew says, what if season 1 of Dexter Resurrection ends with Dexter going to jail for his past crimes with all his kills in the original series? Ooh, I mean, yeah, definitely a possibility. But I'm hoping, and I definitely can see Dexter going to jail at some point, but I hope it's, like, later down the road. You know, they are planning for multiple seasons. I'm hoping for at least three seasons. I kind of foresee 5 seasons, if I'm being honest. So I feel like that's more of, like, towards the end of the show, so we might not see that for a few seasons, but what do I know? I don't know how it's gonna pan out. What if, like you said, season 1 ends with him going to jail? Somehow he gets off because there's not enough evidence to convict him, so he gets released. He's back out in the world, continues doing what he does, and then the show ends with him, like, getting killed, maybe. That's a possibility. I don't know. Anything's possible with this show. Hey, Mr. Rick. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Just say hello. I also cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm so excited. Like, oh my god, you have no idea. Michael is throwing out a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Michael. You said we staying up until midnight or what? So for me, it doesn't drop until 3 a.m. I'm on the East Coast. I'm assuming you're on the West Coast because it's midnight there when it drops. For me, it's 3 a.m. So I've kind of been torn on what to do. Like, do I stay up until 3? But then, to watch both episodes, I would be awake until 5. But my thing is, I have to, after I watch them, I have to film my videos and edit them and spend all day working on it. So I don't think I can stay up. I think I need to sleep so that I can work all day tomorrow. So what I'm going to try to do is go to bed early tonight, like 11 or midnight, and set my alarm for like 5 a.m. At that point, it's been out for like 2 hours, but that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Sleep like 5 hours, wake up early, watch the episodes, and then work all day. So yeah, I'm super bummed that it's 3 a.m. for me. If it was midnight, I would stay up. But yeah, thank you so much for your super chat. I'm so excited for Dexter. And thank you for contributing to the super chat goal. Eunice is here. You have been a member for 13 months. Awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's crazy. That's over a year. Wow, time flies. And you said finally I could make it to a live stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, I guess the time difference. When I stream late at night, you're probably sleeping. So that is why I try to sometimes do the earlier ones like today. But it's been hard for me lately to do the earlier ones, but I really do try. The reason that I am streaming early today is because my show is on tonight. Do we have any fans of the reality show Big Brother here in the chat? I am a huge Big Brother fan. It comes on every summer. Tonight's the premiere. And I've been watching it for as long as I can remember, since I was like 4 years old, watching it with my mom. So it's a big deal. We're going to watch it together tonight. So I had to stream early today. Also because I won't be able to stream tomorrow because of Dexter. Probably not Saturday either. So my earliest next stream is going to be Sunday. So I'm glad you could make it. Russell is throwing out another super chat. Thank you so much. You said, I'd rather go see I Know What You Did Last Summer over Superman because I've seen the story plenty of times, in my opinion. I can wait for Blu-ray. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a huge superhero fan in general. Honestly, I don't even know if I've ever seen any of the Superman movies, like here and there, like bits and pieces of it. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. I am a huge fan of the original trilogy with Tobey Maguire. Those are some of my favorite movies ever, to be honest. For someone who's not a superhero fan in general, those movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. I rewatch them like at least once a year. They're just so nostalgic for me. But yeah, I am super pumped for I Know You Did Last Summer. definitely, I'm going to try to see that in the theater, like, not long after it comes out. Thank you, Russell, for your super chat and for contributing to the super chat goal. Let's see, we are 5 out of 20 for the super chat goal. So if we can hit it, we will do an extra 30 minutes today and a bonus stream next week. And I see we have 38 people here right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you don't mind giving the stream a like, because it helps out the channel. And Johnny has thrown out another super chat. Thank you, Johnny. You said if Dexter was the killer in Scream 7, would you be the happiest woman in the world? Also, Body Bags 93 by John Carpenter is so underrated and free on YouTube. Yeah, if he was the killer in Scream 7, I would I would be happy. And I'm trying to think, like, he kills other killers, so he would be going after other ghost faces, I guess. He wouldn't be just killing innocent people. That would be interesting if they did some kind of a crossover. Body Bags. I've never seen it. But if it's free on YouTube, I might have to check it out. I am trying to like branch out and watch more horror movies, specifically by like directors that I know of. So like not too long ago I watched a few like David Lynch movies. I don't know if they would be considered horror, maybe like thriller. But yeah, I definitely need to watch some more John Carpenter movies. On my watch list is the movie Christine. I've never seen that movie, so I have to watch it. But I will try to check out Body Bags. Thank you, Johnny, for your super chat. I appreciate you. We have Tid Morgan here. Welcome to the stream. I am well, thank you. I hope you are too. King Matthew says, what if Kirby is the reason for Stu's return, and that's why Stu's survival was kept hidden in these new films, including Part 4? Maybe Kirby being a cop helped her hide Stu's survival. It's an interesting theory. It is something I've talked about here on the channel a while ago at this point, like a year ago, if not longer. I do have a couple of theories on the channel about Kirby, knowing that Stu is alive, and I kind of play both sides of the theory. One being that Kirby's a good guy, like we're made to believe, and as an FBI agent, she is like secretly looking into Stu. And in Scream 6, she knew that he was out there, but she couldn't say anything to Sam and Tara because it's like this top secret case that she can't reveal yet. But then I've also played the other side of the theory, like maybe Kirby's a bad guy and maybe she's a part of Stu's cult. Both are interesting, I think. If anyone here is curious about those theories of mine, definitely check them out. You can find them in my Scream theories playlist, my Stu Macher playlist. Just look for one with the thumbnail with Kirby. Hey J-Rod. Hey King Bowl. Yeah, I have to rewatch the first two. I don't know if I'm going to watch the third one. I have to at some point. Favorite Dexter season? That's tough. There's so many good ones. Probably the first one, just because the Ice Truck Killer is such a great character. And then you just have that mystery, like, of, the show was brand new and you don't even know what to expect at that point, and the whole mystery of it all is just so amazing. So probably the first one's my favorite, but I also really love season 4. with Trinity. Russell is throwing out another super chat. Thank you so much, Russell. You said, let's smash that like button if you haven't already, because Ghostface is watching. JK, but it helps the channel. So excited for Dexter. I appreciate you, Russell. Yes, please, everyone, give the stream a like. I am also so excited for Dexter. Like, honestly, I don't know how I'm going to get to sleep tonight. I'm going to have to shut my brain off and, like, I don't know, not scroll on my phone because that keeps me awake at night in general. So hopefully I can get to sleep tonight at a decent time so I can wake up at like 5 a.m. Hey, Angie. Hey, I'll be right back. Appreciate you stopping by. I have watched the last season of You. It was pretty good. I was pretty satisfied with it. I think Joe got what he deserved. Hey, Derek. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Harvey. King Bull says, I'm hyped for Scream 7. I've seen a lot of leaks on Reddit. Stu Macher is alive and will be returning with his sister Leslie Macher and go after Sydney. Apparently they will be revealed near the end. Yeah, so I don't even know if that's considered a leak. It's more of just like rumors and fan theories. I mean, because that's what I think. That is my theory for the movie. I obviously think he's alive. I do think there's a good chance his sister will be in it, possibly played by Anna Camp. I think her character is supposed to be like Sydney's neighbor, possibly named Jennifer or something like that. So I think it's really Leslie Macher, like living under an alias. But we'll see. Michael says, I'm in Pittsburgh. Yeah, so I think it should be 3 a.m. for you. The Dexter release, maybe you just saw, like, a lot of people just assume it drops at midnight, but that's for the West Coast, unfortunately. I feel like that's so annoying. Like, it should be midnight for the East Coast and then just give it to the West Coast at 9. Like, that's fine. Hey, Danny. I am doing good, thank you. I hope you are too. Tonight's the night. Let's go. I cannot wait. He has to say that, like, in the first 2 episodes. The episodes that we're getting tonight, he has to say tonight's the night. I definitely want to see a lot of callbacks to the original show. I put out a video yesterday where I talk about the Dexter panel that I was lucky enough to attend, and they shared some exclusive clips with us, and they showed some clips of an extended clip of Dexter and Batista's reunion, which they also put out an extended version of that today online as well. But the version that I got at the panel is not out there. But Batista brings Dexter a Cuban sandwich because he always ate those on the original show and even in the prequel. So little things like that was like, it's just a fun little callback to the original show. So definitely want to see some more of that. Wait, Harvey, is that a reference to Big Brother? Like Celebrity Big Brother? If it is, I haven't actually seen the show, but I know what clip you're talking about. Like when they found out David Bowie died, but they thought it was another a house guest. That's hilarious. Since Scott Foley is in Scream 7, I could see Sydney having nightmares of Roman, maybe a nightmare where Sydney gets killed during her fight with Roman in Scream 3. Yeah, for sure. I mean, with Scott Foley, who knows exactly what it's going to be? Like, I don't think he's alive. He was shot in the head. So there's only so many options. It's either a dream sequence where Sydney has a nightmare, like you said, a flashback where they'll have to de-age him a little bit, which I do think is possible, or the whole AI theory, which I suppose is possible as well, but that's my least favorite option. Yeah, I feel like dream sequence is actually probably the most likely, just because they wouldn't necessarily have to de-age him. Like, Sydney could be dreaming about him as like an older version of him, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like in Dexter. Dexter's hallucinating Harry as an older version now because it's in his own mind. He can think and envision it however he wants. So unless they want to put it in the budget to de-age him for a flashback, I'm kind of thinking dream sequences might be the most likely. Russell is throwing out another super chat. Thank you, Russell. Still need to watch you TV series, so technically the guy from Gossip Girl is a serial killer. Who would have known? And Dexter as Ghostface. Yeah. I know him from Gossip Girl first. It's good. You should watch it. You should watch it. In fact, some of the creators of Dexter worked on the show You. Like, there's a lot of similarities. They definitely took inspiration from Dexter for the show You. Like Marco Siega, who directs a lot of the Dexter episodes, he was a director and possibly producer for You. And I think originally, like season 1, some of the writers worked on You from Dexter. And that's where they got the idea for the inner monologue for Joe. They were inspired by Dexter because it definitely like adds an interesting layer to the show to have a look inside of the killer's mind. It kind of helps you like sympathize with him a little bit more and root for him, even though I do think Joe doesn't get a lot of sympathy from me compared to Dexter. I did a video about this, and actually, if anyone here is, curious, if anyone here is a Dexter fan and a You fan, I did one video kind of comparing the two of them, Dexter Morgan and Joe Goldberg. And yeah, I definitely think, I definitely root for Dexter, whereas I really never rooted for Joe, to be honest. Russell is throwing out another super chat. Thank you so much, Russell. Seriously. You said Roman is definitely dead. He was shot in the head by Dewey, so it's definitely a flashback for Scott Foley. Absolutely, yes. He was shot in the head. Like, that's a wrap for Roman. Especially because the franchise literally emphasizes constantly in a lot of the sequels that unless they're shot in the head, they can come back. So he's done for. So yeah, definitely either a flashback or a hallucination, dream sequence, AI, something like that, I would prefer a flashback, but I kind of feel like dream sequence is more likely, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm so excited to find out what they've been cooking up. Like, that's what's so crazy to me, that right now, they're in the editing process of the movie, but that movie exists already. Like, they filmed it. The script is written, they filmed the movie. So whatever it is exists already, and we just have no idea. We have no idea what it is. And that's crazy to me. I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you, Russell, for all of your super chats and for contributing to the super chat goal. We are 8 out of 20. If we can do 12 more in the next 29 minutes, we will do an extra 30 minutes on the stream today and a bonus stream next week. Let's see. King Bull says, I'm going to the Love of Horror Con in October, and Skeet and Matthew are going. I'm getting both my masks signed from them. Nice. I am jealous, but I'm happy for you. I always say I gotta make my way to a horror convention at some point. Russell says, that's my mom and sister's department for Big Brother. Not a fan. Oh man, it's so good. But I will admit, the show today is nothing compared to Big Brother back in the day. Those older seasons of Big Brother, so good. Man, every year now when it comes out, I kind of do lose interest halfway through. There's just no gameplay anymore. And back in the day, they casted real players, people who actually wanted to play the game. Today, they cast influencers who will just get the show more views, and they don't even know how to play the game. Most of them haven't even seen an episode of the show, and that pisses me off. We got to get back to real game players. Angie says, definitely looking forward to I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's no Scream, but I'm pumped. Yeah, same. Can't compare it to Scream, but, love a good slasher. Bully Maguire will never be topped. Yeah, I agree. Do you know how Roman found Billy and Stu? Well, I guess he figured out that Maureen was cheating with Hank. And I guess looked into Hank and found out that he has a son and decided to manipulate Billy, I suppose. Same, Derek. Spider-Man will always be my favorite. But I've never seen... I tried to watch the ones with Andrew Garfield. I think I saw the first one. Wasn't into it. And I never even seen the ones with Tom Holland. But, I know that they all come back for, the last one. I will have to see that at some point. My favorite superhero movie has to be Blade or Ghost Rider. Both movies are really good. I've never seen either of them. What if Dexter took out Stu? Oh my god. I don't know how I would feel. Because I love them both. I kind of want to see them both survive. The thing is, I am expecting Stu to die eventually, you know what I mean? I think he's going to come back alive, but I fully expect Sydney or Gail or somebody to kill him, so I guess I wouldn't be that upset, because I am expecting him to die anyway. Russell with another super chat. Thank you so much. Would everyone want Michael C. Hall as Ghostface? I'd love it. Tonight's the night. And what if Joel the camera guy is a Ghostface? That would be a twist. Yeah, I would love Michael C. Hall as Ghostface. So, do you mean he's playing like a new character, or do you mean Dexter? Like Dexter as Ghostface? Because if you just mean Michael C. Hall playing like a brand new character as a Ghostface, I would absolutely love that. I think he would eat that role up. Like he would be so good because obviously he plays a great killer. Um, Joel, the cameraman, as Ghostface. Oh man, I don't think I would like that. Joel, is one of those characters where he's one of the few um, pure and innocent characters. So I kind of want him to remain that way. Um, yeah, I don't think I would like Joel as a ghost face. Um, Big Brother used to be huge in the UK. Some of the most iconic reality TV moments from the UK were from Big Brother. I've never seen the UK version. Or isn't there a Canadian version? I've never seen that one either. Um yeah, only seen the American one. If you focus on Dexter timeline, you will find that the show has the worst timeline ever. Hmm, interesting. I've never really focused too hard on it. I have thought about it before. Like when I rewatch it and it picks up in the next season, I kind of mentally am like, okay, how much time has passed? Like, how old is Harrison now? Um, but yeah, I haven't really focused too much on the timeline. The cost of living in New York is pretty expensive. The new Superman early reviews are the most mixed and are all over the place. Have no idea what to expect for tomorrow, hoping it's good. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews. So, I don't know. I hope it's good. I live in both Pittsburgh and Denver. I might just fly out west now to watch it sooner. That's funny. Yeah, I it sucks that it drops at 3. I don't know. Like I said, gonna have to I'm setting my alarm for like 5 a.m. Kirby is a little suspicious, not gonna lie. Like I said, I have those theory videos on the channel if anyone wants to check them out. I still think it could work for Dewey to be tormented by the knowledge that Stu is alive. If Kirby knows, I prefer her to be part of the cult. Yeah, you know my theory about Dewey knowing that Stu is alive, and that is what kind of led to his downfall. Um, his relationship with Gail failed, his job failed, he turned to alcohol. I think it makes sense that he knew that Stu was alive and he was sworn to secrecy, had to keep the secret for decades. It really ate away at him, destroyed his life. Um, Also, the fact that, like, Dewey in Scream 5 literally refers to Stu in the present tense. He says Stu's a real Looney Tune rather than he was a Looney Tune. So, you guys know everything I'm talking about. If anyone here has not seen or doesn't know what I'm talking about, I have a couple theory videos on the channel about Dewey knowing that Stu is alive. Hey, Troll, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Saw that the actor that plays Quinn was at the Dexter premiere. Wonder how much he'll be in this season. Yeah, so I saw that too. And I don't necessarily think that means he's going to be in the show, just because, you know, other past actors were there too. Like, they're a part of the franchise and the Dexter family. So just because he attended the premiere doesn't necessarily mean he's in the show. I'm hoping that he is. I think he very well could be, like, for sure. I think Angel could call Quinn. Maybe Quinn shows up in New York City. I don't know. I talked about it a little bit in my Dexter video from yesterday, because Desmond Harrington, who plays Quinn, has been promoting the hell out of the show. He always reposts things from, the official Showtime accounts. So fans have been speculating for a long time, like, is he in the show? And just the other day, I commented on one of his reposts, and I said, we all know you're going to be in the show. And I did a little smirking emoji, and he hearted my comment. He liked it. So is that him subtly admitting that he is going to be in the show? I don't know. I'm hoping he is. If he is, I feel like it's not going to be a lot. Like, maybe one scene in one episode. But there's definitely room for, like, later seasons as well. Russell with another super chat. Thank you so much, helping us get to the goal. Let's get to this goal. We can do it. I think Angel Batista knew earlier in the original TV series what Dexter was. I don't know. I don't know if I think that. Angel, I always say Angel is this pure and innocent character, always sees the good in people. And, like, when LaGuerta was losing her mind trying to get Dexter, like, claiming that he was the butcher, Angel didn't believe it. He was, like, telling LaGuerta to back down. So I don't really think he knew. Quinn, on the other hand, I think Quinn could have known. He was always suspicious of Dexter, always on his ass for everything. And, at the end there, when Dexter kills Oliver Saxon, Quinn kind of gives him that suspicious look, but then he's like, it was self-defense. So I think Quinn is more likely to know from the original show what Dexter was. I don't really know if I think Angel knew. Yeah, I don't think so. Also, like, in the new clip that they released online today that I mentioned earlier, I reposted it to my Instagram story if you want to check it out. Angel says that he spoke at Dexter's memorial. Like, he spent the last 10 years thinking he was dead, like, mourning his friend, spoke at his memorial. I really don't think he thought he was the butcher. I think he thought it was Dokes all these years. But I think he knows now. I think he's on to him. Thank you so much, Russell, for all of the super chats. We're halfway to the goal. And we have 15 more minutes to hit the goal. So let's see. We might not get there. That's okay. It happens. Oh, and Russell sent in another super chat. Thank you so much, Russell. You said, remember Angel Batista stayed at Dexter's apartment in the original TV series because he had marriage problems. Quinn was a jerk like James Stokes. True. Yes, I do remember Batista stayed over one night because he was, like, he was wasted. He couldn't go home. And he was, like, standing in front of Dexter's air conditioner, and Dexter was worried that he was going to see the blood slides, but he didn't. Um, Quinn could definitely be a jerk at times, but I feel like he was slightly less of a jerk than Dokes was. Even though I always kind of defend Dokes because he was right. All of his suspicions were correct. So, you know, um Quinn could also be a jerk, but I liked him. I really liked his character. So, definitely hope we see him again. I think there's a chance we might. Thank you so much, Russell, for all of your super chats. Super generous of you. Dexter would definitely beat Joe for sure. Thank you, King Bull. Yes, you have to watch Dexter. If you've never seen, oh, you said a rewatch. Okay. Well, could always use a rewatch. Hey, Liam. Welcome to the stream. Do you think Halloween Ends is unfairly criticized? Sort of, yes. I like Halloween Ends. I always say that. I understand though why people don't like it. They were fully expecting a Michael Myers movie, and that's not what we got. But I do think it's a good movie, and I do like the character Corey Cunningham. But I also always say that I think Kills and Ends should have been swapped. Halloween Ends should have been the second movie, and Halloween Kills should have been the finale movie. Just because the way that the whole town gangs up on Michael in Halloween Kills, I feel like that should have happened right before they finally kill him. So they should have swapped those movies. Dexter season 4 is set in 2009 and New Blood is set in 2019. So how is Harrison in his 20s? Harrison is 16 in Dexter New Blood. So trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. It hurts my head right now to try to do the math. Is season 4 set in 2009? I feel like there might be a little bit of a time jump at some point. Like isn't there a time jump between season 4 and season 5? Like Harrison's a little older in season 5. I really don't know. I have to do some more research, but I do know that Harrison is 16 in Dexter New Blood. Anna Camp is really good in True Blood. In fact, I am currently rewatching True Blood. It's one of my favorite shows, and I kind of rewatch it every summertime because it just reminds me of the summertime because it always used to air in the summer. Let's see. I think a super chat came in. Yes, another one from Russell. Thank you. James Dokes was a great character in Dexter. Surprise mother effer was my favorite line he used. He's going to be interesting as a dream sequence. Absolutely. I think he's going to say the line again. I think when he pops up and Dexter sees him for the first time, he's going to say, surprise mother effer. Especially because, well, first of all, they know that fans want to hear that. If we're finally getting Dokes back after a decade since the last time we saw him, I think they did like a flashback in season 7 or season 8. So it's been like a decade since we've seen Dokes. They know that we want to hear him say that line. And in the teaser trailer, the 30-second trailer that we got the day before the full length trailer came out, um, Dexter says surprise mother effer. So I think they were just kind of teasing that. So I think he's going to say it. And I do think it's going to be in the 2 episodes that we get later tonight. Because Dexter is still in the hospital when he sees Dokes. So I think it's going to be episode 1, because I think episode 2 he makes his way to New York City. So we're going to be seeing James Dokes later tonight. I can't wait, you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Russell, for your super chat. Appreciate the continued support on the channel. Let's see here. Where was I? I need the Duffer Brothers to do a new Halloween trilogy reboot after Stranger Things, since they have Halloween references in Stranger Things. Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder when they're gonna do more movies eventually. They have to. Like, there's no way that they're letting this franchise stay dead. I mean, we're apparently getting the TV show. I haven't really heard much about it. Does anyone have any info about the Halloween TV show? But yeah, they know that there's money to be made making more Halloween movies. Like, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Deadpool. No worries. Thanks for joining the stream. I did hear that, yes. According to Production Weekly, Scream 8 begins filming in March, 1 month after Scream 7 comes out. That's insane if it's true. Yes, Omar, I am so hype. I cannot wait. Hey, Zombie Box Reviews. Thanks for joining the stream. I could see Stu being killed by Sydney at the end of Scream 8. After Stu kills Gail in the opening, leading to Sydney retiring at the end of 8 and Sid's daughter being the new final girl in Scream 9, maybe. Yeah, totally. I agree with all of that pretty much. I want Gail to be the opening kill for 8. I want to see her. I do think her time is pretty much up, but I do want to see her survive one more movie with Sydney, because we didn't get them 2 together in the last movie. And I think Gail deserves an epic send off, and I think killing her in an opening scene would be the most epic way to do that. But I don't want it to be the Scream 7 opening scene, so it should be Scream 8. Stu should be the one to kill her, and Sydney killing Stu at the end, passing it on to her daughter. Totally agree. I kind of want Joel to walk in and walk right back out once Ghostface starts to get busy. Yeah, it's got to be something like that. It's got to be something funny. Yeah, I'm hoping Scream 7 cliffhanger. Stu revealing himself, leading into Scream 8 for sure. Stu is going to be amazing, just like in Twin Peaks Season 3. I've never seen it. It's so funny. I am a fan of the original Twin Peaks. I've watched that, and I sort of know someone who's in Twin Peaks, or at least I used to. I used to work in a school, and some guy's daughter used to attend the school. So I watched it because of him. Um, and I watched the first season of the new Twin Peaks, but I never continued. I want to see Harrison be responsible for killing the wrong person. Then Dexter has to get him out of it by killing everyone. That could very well happen. I could see that happening for sure. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I brought up in a recent live the silly Stu's parents missing his birthday thing, and you read out that it says, "Sorry, we missed you today. Please make a video about it to spread the word in case people didn't see it." It's not a bad idea. I'd probably do like a YouTube short or like a TikTok. Yeah, there was a lot of like Dexter actors at the premiere, so I don't think it necessarily means they're in the show. Yeah. um I think, I don't know. I think he went through a little bit of a rough time. Like maybe he got into drugs. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I do think he's looking a lot better than he looked in recent years. He's looking better for sure. We don't know if he's coming back, Liam. I hope so. There's been fan speculation. Yeah, Quinn. Yeah, he was like, he was on to Dexter, and then he kind of gave up on it because he was about to be in trouble as well. True, he did. He did save his ass. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 this December. That's crazy. And then the fact that like he has Scream 7 coming out 2 months later. Man, it's about to be a good run for Matthew Lillard. Would you like to watch old silent horror movies made in the 30s? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe one day. I have to be like in the right mood for it, you know? Do you think I should skip Dexter season 1 and go into season 2? Because season 1 is the worst season? No. You gotta watch season 1. Season 1 is so good. What are you talking about? New Blood is in 2021. True, it is. You're right. Yeah. Um the problem with Halloween Ends is we still never got an answer explanation how Michael survives all of his injuries and what exactly he is, whether possessed or the Antichrist. It was disappointing. So the thing with that is I feel like they never really want to give us an answer. Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers, is kind of the only one that tries to get into that and like give us an answer with the whole Cult of Thorn thing, which is a little crazy if you ask me. I really don't care for Halloween 6. Um, Although this past Halloween season last year was the first time I watched the director's cut or the producer's cut, whatever it's called, and that version is very different from the actual version we got. But yeah, I feel like no other Halloween movie gives us an answer. So I wasn't really expecting that for Halloween Ends. And I wonder if they would ever really dive into that. I feel like it's one of those things where it's kind of more interesting to just leave it ambiguous and like he's just pure evil. Like there really is no explanation. I do think Halloween Ends is underrated. Yeah, Dexter let down his guard in front of Dokes at a crime scene. He got all excited by how much blood there was. Yeah. Did you know McKenna Grace was in Fuller House for a couple episodes? I did know that. Thank you so much, Wingsbound. I appreciate it. Halloween show might be canceled. What? Really? I thought they were moving forward with it. Hey, Raggedy Man. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna go for just a little bit more. We're gonna wrap up soon. Pam, dropping by while at work. Can't wait for Dexter. Before he awakes, seems he'll be haunted by victims of the past. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I'm super pumped as well. Yeah, I think later tonight when it's out, we're gonna see. Oh my god! By this time tomorrow, we will have seen Trinity Killer, James Stokes, and Miguel Prado. Oh my god! It doesn't even feel real. Like it doesn't feel like it's actually about to come out. There's a Halloween game in development right now. Interesting. I need to get into gaming. Did you ever get to see Michael C. Hall filming in New York? I did not, unfortunately. The only one I saw is Jack Alcott, who plays Harrison. Still a very cool experience. But just the other day, I attended a Dexter panel. So I was literally like, I don't know, like 5 feet from Michael C. Hall. I was so close to the stage. I was in row 2, and the rows were so close to the stage. I put out a video about it. I don't know if you saw it, but just yesterday I posted it, I think. Yeah, yesterday. Where I talk a little bit about my experience at the panel. I got to meet showrunner Clyde Phillips. So amazing experience. 10 out of 10. Hey, Sebastian. Gale Weathers could survive until the last movie in the trilogy. I suppose. I just feel like we need big deaths. Do you read the Dexter books? I read the first 2 years and years ago when I was in high school. Very different from the show. Wasn't really into them. So didn't continue. The main issue with Halloween Ends is that they've never given Michael a good send-off. Yeah, I mean, I like his ending in Halloween Ends, but like I was saying earlier, I feel like the scene in Halloween Kills where the whole town gangs up on Michael and like beats the crap out of him, that should have happened in Halloween Ends before they ultimately throw him into the thing and like grind him up. I think that would have been a much more epic finale for him. Brandon says, I started watching Dexter for the first time a few weeks ago. I'm on season 4 now, and I love it. Nice. I am so happy for you, and also jealous that you get to experience it for the first time. You should really try to binge watch everything before Resurrection wraps up so that you can at least experience some of it as it's airing live on TV, because it's a fun experience. Zork is here throwing out a super chat. Thank you so much, Zork. I'm glad you could make this one. I think it's been a little while. I don't think I've seen you in the last few streams. But then again, I haven't really been streaming that much lately. But I'm glad you could make this one. You said, I have my fitness test for the California Department of Corrections next week. Wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck with everything. I appreciate you being here and always supporting the channel and moderating as well. I couldn't do this without my moderators moderating the chat, so I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you for the continued support on the channel. If you're going to do a gaming stream, why don't you play the Dexter game? Is there one? Oh my god, I need to look into this. Pam was the Bay Harbor Butcher all along. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but it's me. Yeah, this cast for Dexter Resurrection is absolutely stacked. There's even like, you know, we talk about the star-studded cast with like Uma Thurman, Eric Stonestreet, Neil Patrick Harris, David Dastmalchian, frickin' Kristen Ritter. But there's also like Steve Sharippa, I think is his name. He plays Bobby in The Sopranos. He joined the cast too, and I feel like no one really talks about that. I did like an announcement video months ago when he was announced, but he's not in any of the promos. No one talks about him. I don't think he was at the premiere. He's not doing any interviews, so what's up with that? Is that like a quick cameo? Does he end up on Dexter's table? I don't know, but that's another pretty big star who's in the show. Matthew Lillard will be in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Yes, I heard that. He's also in the new Carrie, which Mike Flanagan is making. So yeah, he is booked and busy, and rightfully so. He is so talented, such a good guy. What if for Scream 7, Dewey's mom returns to visit Sydney and finds out about Dewey being killed and maybe being an aunt to Sydney's kids? I don't know. I feel like she probably died already. Just from like old age. But I don't know. There's been no mention of her. I don't know. Hello, BSBE Studio. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could catch this one. We are just about to wrap up though, so if you missed most of the stream, you can definitely catch the replay. As soon as I log off of here, the replay will be posted. 2009 Dexter game. You know what? Now that I think about it, I feel like I've seen like memes about it. What can you play it on? Is it available for like PlayStation 2 if it's that old of a game? Because I do have my PlayStation 2, and it's like one of the only gaming systems that I play. And my Wii from 2007. Hey, Denisha, thank you for stopping by. All right, we are going to wrap up. We've gone for just a little bit over an hour. It's been awesome. Always love hanging out with you guys. This has been so much fun talking Scream 7 and Dexter Resurrection just ahead of the 2-episode premiere later tonight. 3 a.m. for me, so I gotta get to bed early tonight. So I can wake up at like 5 a.m. to watch it and make my videos tomorrow. So stay tuned. Lots of Dexter content coming tomorrow. My episode 1 breakdown will definitely be up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get my episode 2 breakdown up tomorrow as well, but it might be a little difficult just because it's so freaking time consuming. So episode 2 breakdown, if not tomorrow, definitely Saturday. So this weekend, it's coming. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for hanging out. And next stream is probably going to be like Sunday, the earliest, because I'm booked and busy with Dexter. But thank you guys. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon.